Hello, hello. All fresh. Thank you so much for coming in. And I understand you'll be looking for today. Guys, today I'm playing Ace Attorney. And I played it I think last week sometime. And I just want to say I would not be reading all that dialogue. I refuse to make a fool of myself every stream when I can't pronounce or read a item of text. And I think it'll be a lot for you guys to have to listen to me because I can't do, their character voices, right? I can't even do this intro. So I thought maybe I'll spare us and I'll just commentate because that's what some of you guys are here for anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna commentate. I hope everyone is having a good day. And yeah, we're just gonna play a few hours of Ace Attorney. We're still on the first case. Okay, we know who did it because they gave us that back story or that flashback or whatever. We just know who did it. But now we got to figure out how we're gonna pin it on the guy who did it. Or you guys know Ace Attorney. I mean, some of you guys don't know, but you'll see. You'll see. But in excitement, let's go ahead and play the game. All right, and let me get my trusty controller. Oh. Let me move me a little bit so y'all can see. Okay, that's perfect. And I want to say, if you guys can hear me clearly, if you guys can hear the game clearly, a strange man was here. Hey, somebody throw a Pokeball before a strange man escapes. I just want to say, if you guys can hear me, you guys can hear the music, that means there's no tech issues for this stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me my points. It's slowly working. There we go. 3 days without tech issues. Yes, we have a counter because apparently tech doesn't like me. All right, so we're gonna finish episode 1 today. Hey, strange man, how are you doing today? What game are you playing today? Looks like you're in a bit of a pinch. To be sure, a murder within the walls of the prosecutor's office is no trifling matter. I mean, how can I play this game without reading it out loud, guys? Okay, let's see. You must find, apprehend, and punish the killer accordingly. Post haste. Sounds like a messy case you've got on your hand. You guys are not gonna stay for the voice acting. You guys just aren't. If you ever feel lost or need some advice, my door is always open. You bastard, how generous. I will keep your offer in mind. You don't even know who this prosecutor is, Edge. Who is this? Exactly. Who is this guy? All right, so we talked to him. We got to make sure we get every crucial details. We already, well, I guess we got to talk to her next. We already, oh. I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to look again. Well, because that's the missing file. Okay, so that's fine. That's the only thing that really points. Okay, let's just examine and see what happens. A well-crafted, high quality sofa for visitors. The stitching is excellent. He does like a good craftsmanship. Talk about a luxurious waiting area. These babies are always great for napping, you know. Not you napping in a hallway. That's what I'm saying. Not you napping in a hallway. Whenever I do, I always wind up dreaming about giving testimony up on the stand. Always ends in the same way. Me getting trounced by a lawyer Isn't that awful? Not him trying to say he'll give sleeping on a sofa a try. Oh, I don't have any logic. Files in disarray. Another hand. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk to her. I was wondering if I may speak with you for a bit concerning this case. I've always been a big fan of the courtroom, but this is like a dream. Nice. Oh, she's a fan. I can't let this chance pass me by. I must remember to ask her about the master key. Okay, I'll ask her. I should jog her memory by showing my notes to her with X. Okay. So let's just go ahead and present it, and then the master key. No, we want to present. So to present, you press X. So when did you discover that the master key was missing? By the time I realized it, I think it was around 1 a.m., sir. And I noticed it was back at around 2:30 a.m. It was just standing there on the ledge where the security room's reception window is. But I'm sure that between those two times, it was not just gone, but stolen, sir. So she said it was stolen between 1 a.m. and to 2:30 a.m. Why is such an important key stored in such an insecure place? It's not like that's, Wait, okay, so if they usually keep it away from the room, away from the door or window, how did it end up there this time? Well, I admit that was a bit careless, but I had my reasons. I left it out because I was sort of using it at the time. I had used it that I left it sitting out. Okay, the only way I think she could use this key is if someone locked themselves out, right? She used the master key. Okay, so now that we know that much information, let's go back and then let's go use master key. What did you mean by you use the master key? Oh, I had to use it to open the door for the prosecutor who had forgotten his key. And who was the prosecutor? There's Pokemon. I mean, it's my job as security guard, right? What is it? I think she remembers who asked to like be let in, and I think it's that guy. The guy that we know is the killer. That's right. I just remember the prosecutor who forgot his key. It was Mr. Portman's, sir. What? Please tell me more, Miss Bird, quickly. I like how her name's Miss Bird and she got like bird feathers on her like jacket and on her hat. It was around 12 a.m. Mr. Portman had forgotten his office key, so he came down to the security officer. So he had to know what the master key looked like. And that's when you loaned the master key to him? No way. It's against regulations to loan the master key out to anyone. I walked with Mr. Portman to his office and opened the door. But that's not his office. Isn't that our office? Because the way isn't it? No. Okay, I feel like he moved that basketball next to our office so she can key into the wrong, office. Right? Because if he asked for this basketball hoop to be part in, he can easily move it to make it seem as though that was the door. But it has room numbers. Okay, sorry. He could have been distracting her with conversation. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. I see. And then what happened after that? Well, he called for me to come close up his office as he was leaving to go home. Okay, now he asked her to come lock it. That was around 1:30, I think. Don't sue me for the sake of one forgetful prosecutor. You used the master key twice tonight. Okay, so she used it between 12 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. That's how she knew that the key was still in the office. But from 1:30 a.m. to what, 2:30 it was gone, or 2 o'clock? Talk about suspicious. I thought you can say that you've never left your keys at home, detective. I think this calls for a thorough examination of Mr. Portman's door. Oh, because look, the doors have like, it looks like it's one of those sliders. So you definitely can like, maybe, cause like I think he moved this here. Okay, let's look at this door. I won't rest until I inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Alright, so let's look at the door tab. Room 202, I think it's what this is. That this is Miss Portman's office. Yeah, you can't mistake it because of that basketball hoop, sir. Oh, that reminds me, Miss Portman had actually wanted room 202 really bad. So I think he wanted 202 really bad because he wanted to get into that secret safe. But since you were already occupying it, Mr. Edgeworth, we put him next door. That's weird. Why would you even accommodate somebody who wants a certain room? Like, I would even hate the fact that I got room 1203 because I wanted 1202. That's weird. Yeah, he definitely wanted those files. So why was Mr. Portman so particular about getting room 1202? I'm not sure, but I bet it's because of something like his birthday is December 2nd. Yep, that's gotta be it. I can't think of another reason why. No, I can't think of at least 3, but why am I even wasting time thinking about this? Okay, and then let's examine here. The door is locked tight. Let the old credit card trick would have worked here, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? No. This is the office of a high prosecutor detective. These doors will be pretty ineffective if the average cat burglar could get through. So I guess only a great cat burglar could get in. Oh, that must be who our culprit is. Must I advise you to return that conclusion to whatever pawn shop you brought it from? Oh my god, the bickering. Okay. And then we have this here. Is Mr. Portman's personal basketball hoop? I can't believe he put something like this in the hallway of a prosecution's office. But you know, it's actually pretty useful, sir. I haven't gotten lost trying to get to your office since. It's been here. See, it acts as a marker, right? How long have I had the same office and yet you still managed to get lost? Okay, so I think that's all because there's nothing much we can get from this. I mean, I guess the door. I mean, no, not you. Looking at the quality of the door. Kind of majestic too, fits in really well with the ambiance of the prosecution's offices. Even Mr. Portman seems dignified yet because he works behind one of these. Nonsense, a man who doesn't become more or less dignified because where he works. Well, he still seems more dignified than Mr. Payne. Who's Mr. Payne? Mr. Payne. Suppose custodian worker can also be dignified. Is he a custodian worker? I don't know, Mr. Payne. Alright, So can we examine this again? All right, let's talk to her. Aw. So he wasn't really nice to the faith guy. I take it that you are an acquaintance of the detective? She was under my supervision back when she was still on the force, sir. One day she got caught up in a murder and things started going downhill. So she quit. Aw. But I owe a lot to Detective Gumshoe for introducing me to my current employer. I'm trying to remember if it was the Ace Attorney that she got, like, I think I remember playing a Ace Attorney. And maybe I met Bird before. So I thought until a few hours ago, right before I was about to clock out for the night, you got caught up in this whirlwind of a case, correct? Don't worry, my whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failure. I was 6 months old when I fell, not her going through. She fell from a ninth floor of our apartment building. Oh my god. That is a lot. Oh, he's so kind. Prove your innocence. All I ask in return is your cooperation. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, you can count on me. I'll do all I can to help. I'm a fangirl too. Let's see. Not much I can. Let me present. No, I don't think there's anything else to present. Aw, buddy. We already presented that. I don't know why I would present that. Maybe I'll present this. I'm just a lowly security guard, so I'm not sure what I should do with that other than to guard it. It's like talking to another gumshoe. Okay, so then that's fine. What's this X button? Yes, sir. Anything of interest about the investigating, talking to the witness, and Ace investigator. So should we present him with something? No, he doesn't know about this, and he doesn't know about this. Did he know something about the gun? I feel like we should analyze it a little bit more, but let's present it. The victim's gun, huh? It's the same model as mine. A tool used to protect lives, yet one that can also take lives away. Beep. Those who take a gun in hand wield a great responsibility. I hope you understand that. I don't really use my gun at all, sir. The only time I would use this baby is when I'm finding a hot duel with a convict to look ultra cool. You were doing so well into that last bit. Okay, so we're not getting anywhere there. How can we progress? Maybe can we link some clues? Okay, so the files was a delay. Master key was stolen at 1 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. And then the key was used at 12 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. And then there's another gun. So maybe we can try and link the master key was stolen, but it was used during the time. Wait a minute. How was it used at from 12 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. if the master key was stolen at 1 a.m. until 2:30? There's like 30 minutes unaccounted for. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Oh, when that chance bar came up, I was like, did I really just risk it for this? Oh my God. I was like, I was just trying it out. Mr. Bird, I'm afraid there's a flaw in your story. Miss. What? No way, pal. I mean, sir. You said that you locked up Mr. Portman's office at around 1:30 a.m., correct? However, the master key has already been stolen at that time. Wow, nothing gets by you, Mr. Edgeworth. You saw the contradiction like a pro. Not her testing me. Not her fucking testing. Let me sit down. I had totally forgotten all about that, but thanks to you, I remember it now. You're right. It was around that very time that I realized the master key was missing. And, well, I'm a security guard, sir. I couldn't just admit to losing the master key, could I? So I pretended to lock up his room, sir. You pretended? Yo, okay, that definitely like puts a wrench in like what I was talking about. Okay, so I think she opened up Mr. Edgeworth's door and it didn't get locked back. I think he got it open, went downstairs, looked to see where she put the key, took the key, did what he had to do. Yeah. Yeah, I used my house key and made it look like I was locking up, sir. So in actuality, you never did relock the door then. Well, I thought that maybe I could go lock it after I found the key. Come to think of it, I guess the door still hasn't been locked properly, but it's locked now. No, that's a contradiction. Okay. First of all. No. Okay, well, we gotta go back here. Yeah, I want to present the deduce. And this was somehow linked into any of the evidence I hold. Yes, that shit should be unlocked. Keep pressing the wrong thing. Eureka! There's a contradiction here between reality and the evidence. If what Miss Bird has said is true, then why is this door locked tight? You know you're right. Miss Bird, are you sure you didn't relock this door? I'm certain of it, sir. And I don't think Mr. Portman noticed it himself that I hadn't. Which means... What, sir? Either means that he actually does have the key to his office, or that the door Miss Bird opened wasn't this one at all, but a completely different door. What I'm talking about. You open a different door, but how can you prove that? There's an easy way to find out. All we need to do is we need to examine these prints on the master key, prints on a doorknob. Yeah, because then her prints would be on that doorknob. Right? And if she didn't unlock the door, she wouldn't have touched it. Or it could be the prints on the number plate. Let's do this one. Doorknob. The prints on the doorknob would tell us exactly, oh, everything, not exactly. Hey, you, pal, do us a favor and see what you can lift from this, okay? So what did you find? There's no need for such Belligrant nostril flare? Whatever, detective. So I have found only Portman's and Mrs. Fate's prints on this doorknob. Oh, and Mr. Fate's. That means Miss Bird's fingerprints aren't on there. So only 2 people prints were found on this, huh? That's pretty decisive. Huh? I'm lost, sir. Thinking logically, a certain other person's print should be on this knob as well. Now then, whose print should also be on this doorknob? Miss Bird, Maggie.
Take that!
Don't you find it odd that the prints of the person who unlocked this door are absent? You mean... Yes, the door that Miss Bird opened could not have been this one, but a different one. What have we here? I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Well, okay, there's 2 things. There's this note down here, but there's also this like imprint, right, of where the hoop used to be. So I'm gonna do this one first. The position of the hoop is definitely unnatural. I'd better take a note of it. Thank you. And then let's also look at this note that got slid under here. What is this? Looks like a scrap of paper. I'll get it, sir. Let's see. Oh, there's something written on it. I bought the 3 pieces of evidence by, just like we talked about on the phone, but it looks like you're out. Guess I'll catch you later, buddy. Oh, no, because Buddy must have been like coming here to like drop off the evidence, but then he heard some like commotion in Mr. like Edgeworth's office and he went over there. And then that's when he saw his buddy, you know, look rambling and Miles, oh, me malfunctioning. Alright, I think that's it though. Let's see if we can connect the pieces. Wow, no, it still won't let me connect. Let's see. It says unlocked. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Can we look at my door? I want to do fingerprints on this door. And according to the guard, no signs of a lock was picked either, sir, meaning that the door really was opened with a key. Did you happen to ask if any prints were lifted from the doorknob? Apparently, the doorknob's clean as a whistle wipe, they think. Whoever this thief is, they did a good job of not leaving any clues behind. Oh, we're done with the investigation. Looking around in this hallway has actually paid off quite handsomely. How so, sir? In a variety of different ways. I think it's time we had a little chat with the real culprit of this case. You know who the killer is? Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. As long as my logic is sound, then yes. The mastermind behind this murder is none other than Mr. Portman. I knew it. Which is why you decided that you was going to say you did it. Stop. This is anything but logical. Oh, that is anything but logical. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. Come on, May, it's time to knock on truth's door. Hey. Oh, he struck the nerve. The legendary prosecutor who never lost a single case for 40 long years. And since there's chatter about forged evidence, really teaches me that I got to stay on the outlook for false executions, you know? I hope we have enough evidence. Here we go, guys. All right, here's a rebuttal. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being a culprit. Besides, how may I ask, do you propose I unlocked your door and got in here? Look, I feel bad doing this to you, but I've got work to do, so we're done here. Bitch. Sorry, but we are not finished yet. Boy, you're stubborn. I suppose you're basing your accusations on something. I'll show you what I'm basing my accusations on. With evidence. I like when he talks to me. His inner thought. I have no idea what sort of harebrained idea you have in mind, but there's a mountain of evidence that points away from me being a culprit. So let's press him on this, because I want to know what evidence is that. Oh, and what, pray tell, kind of evidence are we talking about here? I like how me and Edge be on the same page. Jim was my partner, so you can't say I had a motive to kill him. Oh my god. You don't think that's a motive? I mean, like, I don't know. Shady people do shady things, and that sounds like a shady thing to do. He said that's not even an anthill, let alone a mountain. He said that's more than enough. I recommend you review what the word evidence means. It doesn't change the fact that the evidence doesn't point to me as the killer. Besides, how may I ask you propose I unlocked your door? Okay, so I want to go ahead and press, because like I've played this game before where like make sure you press all of the testimony and then you come back and do evidence. Oh god, not this guy again. Yeah, I know. Hey Fresh, welcome back to the land of the living. Lock him up. I'm trying. I think this is the last portion of like testimony in which we can like, you know, lock him up. So I'm trying.
Hold it.
I'm doing a job that pays him. Miles, not me. Unfortunately, I believe I have already shown how earlier. Your suspicions mean nothing, or speculations mean nothing, as I still insist that I could not gain access to your room. Oh my god. What should I do now? Should I raise an objection? Yes. Ooh. Okay, yeah, raise it. Raise it. You claim to have had no way to open my door, however, is that really the honest truth? Ha 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 ha, right, I'll humor you. Go ahead, shoot. Very well then, I propose that you use this to open my door. The master key. Oh, I keep doing that. Present. Hello, hello, I'm in and out, but I was checking to see if someone revoked his medal. Ha, we about to though. We about to though. He about to be disqualified for these Olympic games that he playing right now. But no. No, I appreciate you. Thank you. I believe you were able to access my office with this master key, no less.
Objection.
Wait. Hold on for a second. I never laid a finger on the key, as you already know. Precisely, you were able to open my door without lifting a single finger. Nah, just. Well, maybe you did, but only too direct. Look at him sweating. What up, Lynn? We about to figure this out like case closed. I know, like Conan. Man, if I had rapping skills, I would have definitely rapped Conan with Case Closed and Ace Attorney. Anyways. That's right, there's a Pokemon. You use your finger to direct this person to open my door with this key. Present. You have asked Miss Burr to open your own office door for you, yes? I kind of forgot my key at home. It happens a bit too often for my taste, you know. But the room you had Miss Burr open at the time was not your own, was it? Look at him sweating like a fucking pig that he is. I don't know, pigs sweat. I think I heard that one time in life. What? You have quite the imagination. Bird, okay, Bird, I'm gonna need you to calm down because I definitely told you the game plan. Okay? So I need you to chill right now. she messing up. What? I told you. You knew. But why don't we ask the girl herself whose door she opened, shall we? I'm certain that it was Mr. Portman's door, sir. I checked the number plates to make sure I was opening the right door, sir. See? Miss Bird backs up my story. Yeah, what if you had mistaken her to fool her into thinking that you wanted what you wanted? Not me. I feel like I'm dyslexic too. No, I won't even go there. How do you suppose I did that? By switching the number plates on our doors, for example? That's right, they do slide out pretty easily. Look at her being... Can she chill? Can she let me do my job? Okay. Hey, congratulations on your Pokemon catch. Furthermore, You then use one other thing to give a very strong impression that the door she was opening was yours and not in fact mine. What was it that Mr. Portman used to make Miss Bird think that it was his own? It was the basketball hoop.
Take that!
What? That basketball hoop, sir? It's quite the particular fixture in any hallway, let alone a hallway in this building. He spit game, which is why it left an usually strong impression on you. It's an object perfectly suited to sit just outside the office of a particular prosecutor. This fake ass athlete. Gah. That's very true, sir, because there was a basketball hoop sitting there. I thought the door was opening had to be Mr. Portman's. There are signs that the hoop has been moved. To sit it in front of my office to be sure. I see. So that's how you throw suspicion on people? Thanks for the tip. But I think your conjure is a little off the racetrack. Pick a sport. Pick a fucking sport. Now you're just sprouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office. After that, I was in my room the entire time. You don't have a single reason to suspect me. So he intends to claim his innocence to the end, does he? I'm as pure and innocent as my jacket. Fuck you in your jacket. And Mr. Bird's as dirty and guilty as the jacket she wears. Fuck you. I wish somebody would tell me my fucking jacket dirty. Like, you serious right now? I see stains all up and down that fucking jacket. Homegirl don't know what's going on, and she went through the whole situation. My jacket's not dirty. You tell him, girl. I have you know I just washed it yesterday. Please calm down. For I intend to show who is the one truly covered in slime here. Smooth. Now you're just sprouting nonsense. I had the girl open my office door. After that, I was in the room the entire time. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and present the fact that there was this note left that says otherwise. Bye, buddy. Yeah. When you good at your job, you tend to do cocky things. Like dramatic pause. That was a lie. What are you talking about? How was that a lie? This is a note that the victim left for you, Mr. Portman. A note? It was left under your door, or did you not notice? And right here it says, but you're out. You were not in your room when the victim came to call on you. So then, where were you? And what were you doing? Don't break his back moving like that. Should I explain in full detail for you? You were busy snooping around in my room, the very room you had Miss Bird open for you.
Objection!
That's just nonsense. You have no evidence that I made the girl open your door for me. Oh, but I do. I have very decisive evidence. Not Portman forgetting his alibi. No way. This is proof positive. This is proof positive that you have Miss Bird open the door for you. Ooh, what's the proof? Oh, the fingerprints.
Take that!
I had your door dusted for prints. My door what for? Come on, I bet you didn't find anything. You sure are good at wasting time. You're right. I didn't find anything, and definitely not Miss Bird's fingerprints. Her prints, what do they have to do with that? Let's put it this way. If she really was the one who opened your door, then her prints should naturally be on the doorknob she touched. He gonna break his back I want that to be the next thing he does. Is just fucking break his fucking back because he got caught. Further, all the prints on my doorknobs have been wiped clean. Is that? I want you to know it's not you. The way the game is forming them sentences is crazy. Thank you. I'm like reading it. I'm like, ooh, wait. Do you think it's time you give up your charade? We know you stole into my office with the intent of stealing something from me. Now, who says that? It would be Miles. And Detective Faith found you out. Possibly because he heard sounds coming from a room whose occupant was on leave. Mr. Portman, you killed Mr. Faith to silence him. That's so sad, you little fucker. Looking like a dumb beetle. I'm not happy. Buddy's not happy. And I had the misinformed to return when I did. You had to threaten me as you escape. As I said, when you had the gun to my back. No one gets away with committing murder in my office. He better go to jail for this, because we got him. He about to turn the fucking story. You said he not sweating no more? Yeah, he got some plan in the back of his head. You know what I mean? Like, he listened to that whole story. He doing a thing that one, not me trying to bring up current news, that one that NFL like retired player did. Well, he don't listen, he just waits to respond. That's this dude. Stop trying to be slippery and just admit to the crime already. And as I said earlier, it's all so circumstantial, so full of conjecture. And if he didn't do it, I think he should still go to jail. Yeah, we should vote. We should do like they do on when you stranded on an island. Just put it to a vote. That face is a crime. He guilty. You said he checked my doorknob for prints? Looking like 2 pounds of shaved coconuts in a polo shirt? Shaved coconuts? Please, you talking about a ball sack, right? Is he a dick? Okay, well, I can't readily confess that I had wiped that knob down well. No. I was compulsive, you see. I don't want to touch a doorknob that you had touched. Which is why I wiped the doorknob as soon as I could after you opened the door. Oh my god. After that, it makes perfect sense that only gems in my own prints would be on there. You just made that up, bitch. Furthermore, as for the note Jim left for me, do you know exactly when that was? For all we know, he could have left it there before I arrived at the office. Like earlier evening, for example, but he died at a certain time. Are you saying you failed to notice a note in your doorway? Even geniuses fail at times. I was probably too preoccupied by work-related matters, although that's no excuse. Now that's just a flat-out lie. There's no way you didn't notice a note that size. But you can't prove that, can you? Cocky-ass bastard! Say something, Mitch Esworth. Back me up here, sir. Ooh, Portman's makes a good point. I can't prove that he didn't simply overlook it, all that face. Besides, I have an airtight alibi. Airtight, you say? I only just realized I had one as we were talking. Bitch, I guess it would have been better for all of us had I told you sooner. Oh my god. He's just remembering, forgetting. He says, if memory serves, you came back to the office at around 2 a.m., correct? And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. But exactly what time? I was down in criminal affairs. By exactly that time, I was down in criminal affairs. Ask around. I'm sure the other detectives will corroborate my story. It's the perfect alibi. Oh, bitch. Do you really think it's that perfect? Like I said, I don't care. Ask around all you like. You'll see for yourself. Detective Gumshoe? Sir, yes, sir. I'll go check with out his alibi. Sir, be right back. Oh, shit. Not us waiting. But, Mr. Edwards, sir, the fun has arrived. Welcome in, Sir Killer Jones. Welcome in. Hey. How you been? I think we're in trouble, just like Mr. Portman said. The guys down in criminal affairs said they saw him in around 2 a.m. You see? All of the evidence points to him being the culprit. So there must be a contradiction point in his alibi somewhere. Alright, let's figure this out. Alright, if memory serves, you came back to this office at around 2 a.m. I've been doing swell. Playing a lot of video games. A lot of things are releasing and coming out and updates and ugh. Edward needs to find out what he did afterwards. What afterwards? What? When he came to the office? Because he came straight here, apparently. Well, let's press him.
Hold it!
You are correct. It was around 2 a.m. Are you sure? It's really important to me that you're spot on with the time. I remember checking my watch then and make no mistake, it was 2. Oh, giving testimony like a pro. Okay, so you came back to your office at 2. And it was then that you had the unfortunate confrontation at gunpoint with the culprit. Ooh. There's a Pokemon. Let's press it.
Hold it!
It is as you say, however. Yes, however, you are the only one who claims to have bumped into the culprit. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? Guys, okay, so we just saw a flashback. I think it was actually 2 different people that came in here. I think he came in here first and left. And because the door was unlocked, another person came in when Miles came in. Because it's 2 different guns, right? The one gun killed the guy, the victim. And we don't know where this other gun is that shot the wall. So tell me, did you see the person's face? Was it me who you saw? It was pitch black, so I couldn't actually see. And which is weird because when we saw the flashback, not me trying to put 2 together. When we saw the flashback, why didn't they show the face of the killer if they already showed us the face of the killer that shot Buddy? Right? Even the silhouette was all fucked up. It was all wrong. It didn't show his pointy hairs. It showed this, like, you know, bald guy. Oh, sorry, you didn't catch the Pokemon.
Objection!
Oh, come on. I'm sure you saw something. Try a little harder, why don't you? So he has a trim brother. No, it didn't look like him. It didn't look like him. I'm beginning to feel like I'm the one being interrogated here. Oh, well, it doesn't matter if you remember or not. It only matters that you ran into the culprit. At exactly what time? Oh, but at exactly that time, I was down at the criminal affairs. But I can't press that because we already checked on it. Alright, well, let's press it just in case.
Hold it!
So you paid the criminal affairs department a visit? Yep, right after I left the prosecutor's building, I headed straight for the precinct. Ask around, I'm sure that other detective will corroborate my story. It's a perfect alibi. Well, we did go and ask around to confirm your testimony. And it was just as I said, right? Yes, sir. A number of detectives said that they saw you at around that time. See, I have the perfect alibi. That's the ace I had up my sleeve. Ugh. And possible he actually does have a perfect alibi. What's wrong? Why the sudden sullen look on your face? Can't you say something back, Mr. Edgeworth? Everyone's looking to me to be the hero. Huh? I think we reached the end of the line, and it's time to get off this crazy train. Okay, he went from sports references to now like just transportation. You there, sir. Please escort the young lady out, but remember, be gentle. No, Maggie! Detective Gumshoe. Oh, he said that. Detective Gumshoe. Is there nothing I can do? There must be a way to turn the situation around. If I only had a clue, did I miss something that can help me cast doubt on his alibi? I need to calmly think this through one more time and use logic. Files of DeRay. Mr. Portman's alibi and this is what I was talking about. So it's the gun, like it's another gun. That means there was like potentially two people. So the gun we found probably isn't even the one that actually killed the victim. It was just the one that fired that, threatening shot. Yeah, I can tell I chose the wrong profession. I'm gonna say that right now. I should have been a prosecutor. Or, yeah. There were 2 bullets left at the scene of the crime. One that robbed Mr. Fate of his life. And other that nearly robbed me of my jacket. Dramatic. However, the murder weapon only shows signs of being fired once. Meaning that it is entirely possible that a second gun was used in my office tonight. But seeing as how the killer had to steal Mr. Faith's gun, I doubt that the killer had another gun up their sleeve. Therefore, the second gun could have been property of an entirely different person, which could mean that there was another person who paid a visit to my office tonight. That's what I'm saying. Files in disarray. Oh, are we linking these 2 things together? And somebody else. Supposing there was just another visitor. That would also resolve the issue of why my shelves would upended twice. We know that the shelves were disturbed once before and once after the murder. So it shouldn't be much of a stretch to think that it was the work of 2 different people. Once by the person who stole the victim's gun and then killed him with it. And once again after the murder by our second culprit. Who was the owner of the second gun? See, look. See, the silhouette is different. But like the intro of this act, right? they show clearly that Mr. Portman was the killer. And then they show this scene. But look at that silhouette. I'm not seeing those spiky hedgehog hair, right? I'm not seeing that. If we suppose that the second culprit's gun was the one that was pointed at my back, it's time to plant evidence on Portman. That's plan B. That's plan B. We got this. We got this though. Mr. Portman, it seems that I need to amend my assumptions regarding this case. That's what I call a good amendment. Okay, he's strong enough to say I was wrong. Let me rewrite my accusation. Great. So you finally come to your senses? Mr. Edgeworth. Sir, what are you saying? This has been a big misunderstanding on my part from the start. I had assumed that the person I ran into was the killer, but that may not be the case. What do you mean? The person I ran into was just your average thief. A thief? But sir, does that cause some sort of contradiction in the facts? You gotta type a little bit faster. Not at all. It simply means that the killer was someone else. And it means that in actuality, two culprits stole into my office tonight. What if he claims he's the one that came in to like steal from him and not the person that killed him? Wouldn't that be crazy? Because he just spinning all types of tales when an opportunity arises. We tell our story, he listens to the story and finds a way to spin that. What do you mean two? It explains why my shelves were disturbed twice and how there were two guns. Mr. Portman tricked Miss Bird and gained entry into my office. Plot twist, right?
Objection!
Now you're just leading the argument. You still don't have any actual proof, you know. If you could please go along with my hypothetical scenario for now, Mr. Portman. In the end, if you really are innocent, you should have nothing to worry about. Oh, but it can't be him, right? He can't be the one that came in to steal from him because he was at that office building at 2 a.m. and he was held at gunpoint at 2 a.m. So he couldn't be the second person. He had to be the first person who committed the crime. Now then, returning to my scenario, Mr. Portman was out to steal something from me, which is why he checked my secret safe and ransacked my shelves. This is the first time. So then this would be when the files were put back in the wrong order. Correct. And then, just when he was about to look somewhere else, who should walk in but his own partner, Mr. Faith. But why did Mr. Faith come into your room, sir? He probably had business with Mr. Portman, which is why he was in the area. But that's when he noticed sounds coming from my office would be my guess. Oh, because you were supposed to be away, right? And he must have thought it was odd, so he came into this office to check it out. Correct. And as a detective, that was the right thing to do. Mr. Faith. But when he came in, he found his own partner standing there. Because it was Mr. Portman, Mr. Faith probably let his guard down. But Mr. Portman was not so merciful as to let him leave alive. He wanted for a chance. No, he waited for a chance and stole. Hello, Annie. Hi. I hope you're doing well. Hello. You just came in while I glitched. He waited for a chance and stole Mr. Faith's gun from him, and then boom. Not buddy. Look at this bitch. Cocky ass bitch. He killed him. He silenced Mr. Faith for catching him in the act of stealing. He's caught. He about to break his teeth. What if he do break his teeth? Like, what if he bites down on that so hard, it's just gone? This was the moment in which the first shot was fired, the one that landed in my files. Following that, Mr. Portman wiped the gun down and left it behind, so he made his exit. He could afford to do that because he had also left the fake dying message behind. You're such a complicated troublemaker, you know that? Oh, that's why the files got taken, right? And okay, so that's why you know it happened first. The killing happened first. I miss watching your streams. I'm sorry. I'll stream more, I promise. I promise. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so that's how you know the killing happened first. He got committed. He go commit another crime if he breaks his teeth. He getting him on every charge. He is. He about to be Snaggletooth. What's his first name? Jacquees. I'm pretty sure that's wrong. Okay, sorry. So you know this had to be the first crime because of the lettering. And then the second person stole that file. Which, yeah, it makes sense, right? Well, if there were as simple as that, then all would be solved. However, there was yet another visitor to my room, and this is where it gets complicated. There was another visitor, sir? Yes, and this other person's objective was also to steal something from me. Everyone want to steal something from Miles. And dude lucked out. He didn't committed a crime. At the same time, somebody was coming to come steal from him. Now then, I remember watching your Sims 4 live streams. Oh, Eddie, why are you so precious? Why are you so precious? They are coming out with a new, like, I don't know, a DLC that's like death and then after death. So I was thinking of streaming it again. Me and Sims just have a love-hate relationship because it likes to ruin my mods and then it ruins my saves. I lost all my saves. So, but it's nice to know that you missed them, or at least you watched them and you're bringing it up. Thank you. I gotta bring it back. Now then, even after Mr. Portman left, the door to my office remained unlocked. I do miss Sims though. However, this new visitor had no way of knowing that, and so, you know what the issue is? I don't mean to jump from topic to topic. I got all of the expansion packs, DLCs for The Sims, and they don't work well together. So I don't know how people do it. They stole the master key from the security guard's room, and then entered my room and searched through my shelves. This was the second time they were disturbed, and it seemed the thief found their prize. There's a Pokemon. The stolen O file, right, sir? Correct. Only just as the thief was about to leave with the file, I appeared. The thief then threatened me with his own gun and made their escape. The second bullet was fired during that brief encounter. So the shells getting messed up twice and the 2 bullets. It was all because 2 different people were doing those 2 things at 2 different times? Precisely. So now do you see, Mr. Portman? The person I met was just a thief and was not, in fact, Mr. Face Killer. Your alibi for the first time frame in which I ran into the other person is now irrelevant. Because we now know that the murder took place during the first culprit visit. I don't know what happened from me disappearing and not coming back to your live streams. It's okay. I'm happy you're here now. Never feel pressure to come to my live stream.
Objection!
I appreciate it when you do make it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my god, this motherfucker. See, this is why, I don't know. We say what we think and he listens to it and he's just so ready to say, no, this is what happened actually. Absolutely splendid. Your scenario explains everything. Of course it does. It's Mr. Edworth after all. But you know, it still doesn't change the fact that it's all circumstantial. Supposing if, and that's a big if, your theory is right, it would indeed render my alibi, which was withstood scrutiny. Okay, I can read. Withstood scrutiny, mind you, irrelevant. But there is still one defining point of your argument for which you have no evidence. Your supposition that I was the first visitor. Oh, I told you guys he was gonna do this. He's trying to make it seem like he was the second visitor, but that's not the case because at 2 a.m. he was at the precinct, so he didn't have time to be the second visitor. Mr. Edward, you can't let him get away with this, sir. But he has a point. I have absolutely no proof that at this point. Don't say that, sir. I don't believe. No, we do have proof, Miles. Don't worry, Maggie. I'll do something if I must. You know something? I find your attitude to be somewhat particular, Mr. Edgeworth. If the person you met really was just a plain old thief, then why is that person not your main suspect? That is, if your theory is correct. Here we go. Here we go. Part 2 of his fucking alibi. I hope everyone is having a good day. Please remember to like and subscribe and drink some water, y'all. Stay hydrated, y'all. If you haven't drank water all day, I'll wait. Go drink water. Please do. I don't care if you drink plain water or if you one of them people that make their water with a little dash of syrup or whatever. Just go drink, go be hydrated. Okay. Glow from the inside. Go drink water. Thank you. Thank you. Lynn would like to remind you it's a good time to hydrate. Thank you. So I took a hiatus from The Sims 4 because I had a whole bunch of like Sims save files, but with all the updates, it destroyed my saves. Yeah, it destroyed my saves. So I'm a little bitter right now, but I've been meaning to come back and like fix my game because I still got like old mods and stuff. But what made me play this game today is because this is the first Ace Attorney game that I played when I was younger, and they revamped it with new visuals, you know, and they have it for the Switch. So that's why I'm playing it today, purely for nostalgia. Purely for it. It came out, the Switch version of this game came out, I think last Friday. So yeah, I'm just doing it. I'm not gonna play this forever. I'm just playing it for a few. But yeah. Thank you for asking. That thief you ran into should be your real suspect, wouldn't you say? You should be out there looking for the thief right now. They might still be nearby. Nice, right? I hate to repeat myself, but as I already said, I was training in my room. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at the criminal affairs. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left. Huh. So you think we should be out here looking for the thief? Of course. Now, isn't the time to be having those dead-end discussions? I don't think it's at all dead-ended. I find your alibi to be fascinating. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Hey, look at him, because you know he got your ass. Oh, look at you. He's sweating even more. He gonna break his teeth. I see a little chip too. Okay, he gonna break his teeth, I swear. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Yeah, guys. All right, that thief you ran into, Should be your first real suspect, wouldn't you say? Let's press it.
Hold it.
Why do you think that? Actually, no, I wouldn't. Oh, why not? That's elementary. Not him Sherlocking us. The dying message, of course. Mr. Face Killer very clearly left those letters on the spines of those files. And it was after that they were on there that the thief stole one of them. You mean the O file, right? And that's how we also know that the letters themselves are a setup and not from Mr. Faith. If the thief was the killer, do you think they would try to undermine themselves? Maybe the killer just didn't think of that either. Yes, that must be it. Maybe, just maybe. Nah. We should be out there looking for the thief right now. They must still be nearby.
Hold it.
Once escaped, I highly doubt a thief would linger nearby. Well, you never know. Maybe they didn't get what they were after. Oh, you talk like you know quite a bit about this thief. It's nothing like that. I have no idea about anything after all. I hate to repeat myself, but as I've already said, I was training in my room.
Hold it.
But according to Mr. Faith's notes, hold on, I thought we already cleared that up. Didn't we say that Jim left a note for me in the early evening? We didn't say that. If you have proof that he left it at a different time, say just before he was murdered. I don't have any, no. You see? So I insist again that I was in my room, in my office the entire time. And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at the criminal affairs.
Hold it.
Why didn't you go there with Mr. Faith? That's because he said he was tired and he was going to take a quick nap. I remember we talked for hours. It was fun. Oh, Andy, you're just precious. You're precious. You're making me love streaming. If I get to meet people like you that come back and be like, I remember when you streamed this, it's making my day. You know, those sofas in the hallway, he likes to sleep on those. It's one of his habits. And what of the evidence he brought? They were things related to yesterday's case, just 2 items, a gun and a pendant. Interesting. This piece of testimony seems too crucial to let slip through the cracks. He bought me 2 items, a gun and a pendant, that are related to yesterday's case.
Hold it.
A gun and a pendant? Yes, this gun, which was the murder weapon. And this pendant, which belonged to the victim. And why were you taking them to the criminal affairs? There was something in a past case file I wanted to compare those two to. Well, all this has nothing to do with this case right now. Anyway, I believe you'll find the long paper trail I left to be to your satisfaction. This is all matching up with what Detective Gumshoe found out. So I can't be expected to know what happened around here after I left.
Hold it.
I can't expect you to know, can I? Nope, but I guess you can expect me to take a guess based on logical deduction. Oh, then let's see you deduce. Jim waited for me to leave and then stole the master key. Now he's trying to say it's Jim. I think he was always trying to say it was Buddy. His name is Buddy, guys, not Jim. This dude's a dick. Keeps referring to the victim as Jim because he's a dick. For the purpose of sneaking into your office, of course. And that's when Mr. Bird caught him red-handed and murdered, and the murder occurred. It's all exactly as I had laid out earlier. I know he's lying. I know he was here at the scene of the crime. I just have to find a way to prove it. Ah, shit. So how are we gonna prove this? The thief, that thief you ran into should be your real suspect. What do you say? We should be out there looking for the thief. Right now. They might still be nearby. I hate to repeat myself, but as I already said, I was training in my room. How can he make sure how do we know if he was training? Can I go to options? Oh. Okay. I hate to repeat myself, as I already said, I was training in my room. How do we know he wasn't training? And when Jim came to deliver some evidence to me, I was down at criminal affairs. I thought he was at criminal affairs at 2 a.m. But he died way before then. Let me see. The body was found around 2 a.m. Okay. Let's examine this gun. If there's something... examine... There's a biological use tracker field. This is... Because that pennant looks just like the horse that's on this gun. So maybe I haven't gotten there yet. The body was found at 2 a.m. So that's not gonna help us. Yeah, nothing here is gonna help us. He brought me 2 items, a gun and a pistol, that are related to the case. Oh, he brought 2 items, but the note said he had 3 items. So let's present that. Yeah, because the note says, I brought 3 pieces of evidence. Okay, I almost forgot about that.
Objection!
Only 2 pieces? I believe the proper phrase here is, you fail. Excuse me? You fail as a prosecutor, Mr. Portman, as you intend to keep evidence hidden from me. What are you talking about? I haven't hidden anything from you. Well, here's a piece I think you should read carefully. Ah, it says that Mr. Feast was bringing 3 pieces. Birdie, calm down. Yes, and this is the victim's real dying message to you, Mr. Portman. I can't believe, to get tripped up by simple method. There's a Pokemon. Where is the missing piece of evidence? You have it, don't you? Only the guilty would make such a face. Good luck with your Pokemon catch, Detective Gumshoe. You don't have to say it, pal. Say it, sir. I'll pat the guy down from head to toe. What? Don't come any closer, I'm warning you. This is all part of the investigation, pal, so don't even think about stopping. No. Oh. Hey, what's this? He had this on him, sir? Despite what you said, it would appear that you do have something to hide. But why would he hide something like that? There's only one reason why anyone would hide evidence of this caliber. Because it would unequivocally point to that person himself as the real killer. Ooh, no. Wait, the real killer of this crime or another crime? It was for another case. Let's examine this videotape in a little more detail. For the section of the tape that would drive the last nail into his coffin. Okay, K9 evidence. Oh, look at, he got the blood on him. Or the, oh shit. Do you remember a username? Lemon Ladia or something. Lemon Ladia. Kinda. That Coco's sister or something? I think so. I know this is the case, but no means no, sir. We have to respect his wishes. What are you talking about, Lynn? Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. Wait, you said talk about some no means no? Stop. Stop. It's for the investigation. And he was purely patting him down, you know, as a business. Yes, and I believe this is what the good prosecutor was trying to hide from us. This is blood. This blood is still fresh. You mean this might be Detective Face blood? No, you've got it all wrong. No amount of denial can save you. We have... Hello, Strawberry. You guys are just making my day with just your names in general. We got Annie, Strawberry, Fresh. No amount of denial can save you. We have but to run a blood test to find the truth. Look at him. I hope he breaks his teeth. You told us that you had received evidence from the victim earlier. Now you will tell us when and how did the victim's blood find its way onto your video. Yeah, it's totally suspicious. Pipe down, Birdie. I got this. Was it at the moment of his death? Did Detective Faith have this videotape on his personage when you killed him? You know very well there's no way to prove that. Not even if we were to examine this tape for fingerprints? Okay, I want him to either break his teeth from biting so hard on his metal or break his back from every time he gets, like, you know, gusted with this, like, this wind, apparently. If I had to take a guess, I'll say that the only ones on here will belong to the murderers, you and Mr. Faith. Impossible. Did he eat the metal? Oh, he chipped some teeth after that. His front teeth is gone. Who's breaking his back though? I don't know who's breaking. Well, all my my deductions is what's breaking his back. Mr. Portman has been placed under arrest for the murder of Detective Buddy Faith. Man, very good. And that the results we got back from the lab tech on the tape turns out to be real solid, sir. The blood work came back and it was definitely Mr. Faith's blood on there. And as a bonus, they were also able to lift a few of Mr. Faith's fingerprints as well. Thank you so much, very much. Thank you so very much, sir. Damn, Mr. Edward, the fuck is wrong with me? I still can't believe I got to see your cool deduction skill outside the courtroom. I'm impressed beyond words, sir. It was nothing. I'm just sorry you got caught up in the murder in my office. Please accept my apology, such a gentleman. I was nothing. Really, compared to what I've been through, I mean, I consider myself lucky that it was only a burglary and a murder this time, sir. So we should have started with forensics. We should have. If it had been a holdup or a hostage situation, I have thrown my hands up in the air. I think I'm finally raising up from a goddess of misfortune to just an unlucky person. Wait, Lemon Ladia, I think, deleted Twitch account. She told me she was getting harassed. I feel bad. Oh, I feel bad too. Nobody should be harassed. Oh no. That's awful. I hope she decides to come back. Or they decide to come back. You know something, sir? That Mr. Portman really was one corrupt prosecutor. And why would you say he was corrupt? Well, I heard that there were a number of suspicious things related to his court case. There's even rumors about how some of the evidence he used is forged, sir. Forged evidence, huh? And they say he even decided not to prosecute a few cases for some really vague reasons. Oh, that guy was a complete disgrace to the entire profession. We never did get around to asking what his reasons was to break into my office. Yeah, whenever we got near that topic, he just clammed up. Although we can be pretty certain that it was to steal something. This is just between you and me, sir, but there's a rumor that some sort of huge organization is involved behind the scenes. Oh, well. With Mr. Portman not willing to divulge anything, it certainly leaves credence to that rumor. It was actually her sister who told me she didn't want to tell me, which I understand. It was actually her sister who told me she didn't want to tell me, which I understand. Oh, okay. Woo. Okay, I have a problem reading. I thought you said so. It was the sister. Okay, cool. It would seem that we haven't heard the last of it. The Mr. Prosecutor isn't the bad Mr. fucking Prosecutor. Can I just look and read? Okay, can I just look and read? Huh? Then Mr. Portman isn't the bad guy? I didn't say that, but rather that there are still many more mysteries for us to solve. For example, we still haven't figured out the significance of this piece of evidence. This one.
Take that!
The person who stole this file, the other villain of the night. Yeah, I wonder who it is. And what happened to the stolen pages? I wonder who in the world was it that held me up at gunpoint? Mr. Edgeworth, sir? Yes. I came across this while I was processing your office earlier. This card. What is it, sir? It's the bird of something? It's not just any bird. It is the mark of the raven, a three-legged raven. Even you should know what this is, detective. Oh, it's about that thing, isn't it? The great thief everyone's talking about? Yes, it is it's the mark of the great thief Yaragarasu? Yaragarasu? Under the mark of the legendary bird, the Yatagarasu is noble to the end, a modern Robin Hood. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appears and vanishes at will. Though we don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the target. The Yamagarasu makes to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. The thief is always performed in silence and always with perfection. Once a target is chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement is set forth. Instead, the chosen corporation is infiltrated without even a target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found is set out in the mass media, along with this single card. Although it has been a while since the Yaragarasu last appeared. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, look, something's written on the back. What? Let me see. It's a location of where the thief put the stolen files. So the person who stole the content of the file was the Yaragarasu organization. Quite a few keywords are popping up in this mystery. The murder in my office. The return of the great thief Yaragarasu. Looking back, I can't say that I didn't see these events coming. for they were heralded by the incidents that began to occur 2 days ago. All right, the end of Act 1. Woo! That was, yes, please save my fucking progress. Yes, please. Okay, so it's been saved. Hey, the Turnabout Airlines. I remember that episode. I think I stopped. Let me see how far. And when I was like the other one, she used to go by. She used to go to Crystal Stream, but she told me she told me wait. She used to go to Crystal Twitch streams, but she told me took a break. But when she wanted to come back, she got harassed for watching a sim streamer. What? She got harassed for watching a sim streamer? That can't be me. Anyways. Alright guys, I'm gonna end that here, but I did want to show you guys. So when I was playing this on the DS, this is what the pixels look like. So if you go to art style, this is what I was playing with. This pixel art here. Look how old that is. And look how they revamped it. And that's why I'm playing it, because I gotta relive it. I gotta relive it. Okay. Alright guys, let me go ahead and talk to you guys nice. Let me get it together. Alright, okay. Alright guys, so if I start another episode now, we're not going to get too far into it with the 22 minutes that we have. So we're just gonna go ahead and end this episode. I hope you guys liked it. What I wanted to do? Let me see. Oh shoot, I messed up. Yeah. All right, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you guys for watching me stream Ace Attorney. Yeah, we got him in the end. You did like it? I'm glad. Yo, this ain't even sponsored at all. But yes, I'm happy that we got him in the end, because he was an asshole that he killed like a fellow colleague that was there to help protect him. That was awful. So I'm glad he gonna be, you know, passing that what is it, that medal. But no, but yeah, just tell Lemon Linda I said hi, and I hope she returns to Twitch. Nobody should ever run you off the internet, okay? Nobody should also be harassed either. I hope you guys have a good night. Let me wave you off. Bye guys. Bye. Remember to drink water. Be nice to people. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.